Hi guys, it's Adam. Welcome to Shiny Tech Reviews. Before tomorrow's Apple event, I just want to go through some of my thoughts and predictions. Now, some of them might be similar to some of the other YouTube channels out there, but it's based on rumour and what I think will happen from those rumours tomorrow. So tomorrow is the 27th of October, and there's an Apple event, and at this time of year it usually means new Macs. Or that's what everyone's hoping. Now, the last Apple event in September was a little bit disappointing. We got an iPhone and that's all we got. Now, usually September is always about the iPhone, but it would have been nice to see some new Macs. Now, obviously the new Mac OS is now currently out, Sierra, so obviously that means that usually you get a new Mac if we base it on, the past. So tomorrow, if you're in the UK like me, I think it works out about 5 o'clock our time when we'll actually be able to watch it live on apple.com. So there's been rumours that there's going to be a new MacBook Pro. Now I'm still on a dual-core one, so even the latest one that's over a year old now would probably still be really fast compared to the one I've got. But we are expecting a new Mac Pro. Now, rumours are speculating that we're going to have some sort of digital toolbar along the top to replace the function keys, and that's going to light up and display loads of different things depending on what app you're using on screen. Now, that does sound pretty cool, and if you look at some of the pictures that people have created on the internet, I think that's actually quite impressive. If it does end up looking like that, that is pretty cool. There's been a few companies out there that's tried this before or experimented with it, so Apple's obviously seen that and they're going to try and get in there first, which they usually do. Now, the way things are going with USB-C and obviously Apple putting it in a lot of their products, I think the MagSafe charging connector is going to go completely on the new MacBook Pro, and I think it's going to be charged by the USB-C port like the MacBook. I do think because of that, I think it's about time to give us more than one USB-C port. So I think we'll get 2, possibly 3. It'd be nice if we did get 3, because it's a right pain in the ass for those people who've got a MacBook and you can't plug in a USB using the USB to USB 3 connector when you're charging your MacBook. It's like you need more than one port. So please, Apple, give us more than one USB-C port. Now, obviously the MacBook Pro probably definitely come in different colours. They might keep the silver, but I think you'll probably end up getting a gold and a rose gold and possibly a space grey as well. Now, obviously the MacBook Pro is for pro users who want a Mac with a lot more power, but I think this new various colours option has been successful in the other Macs, and especially in the iPhones, that I think we're going to get that in the MacBook Pro as well. Apple's phones have been getting bigger, the screens have, and there's been less around the edges, so I think the bezel will be a lot thinner on the new MacBook Pro as well. I think that's definitely going to happen. I think the screen will probably be even sharper. We might get a Retina display upgrade, like a 5K screen in a MacBook Pro, but I don't know how that would work on the 13-inch. It might look alright on the 15-inch, but we'll see. We'll see how they improve the actual visual of the screen, but the bezels will definitely be thinner. Now, obviously it's a new Mac upgrade, so that's going to be faster processors still, because there's no point in bringing out a MacBook Pro if you haven't got hardware upgrades. So obviously with the new Intel Skylake chips, I think that's definitely going to be in there. Will we see more than a quad core? I don't know, possibly not in a laptop, but the fact that the architecture of the Skylake's faster, that's going to be an upgrade even if it stays with a quad core processor. Now, I've been saying this for a while, and this is just my thoughts. I do think that the MacBook Air will just go. I think that'll get discontinued, because now the entry-level Mac is the MacBook, and I honestly don't think that the MacBook Air is needed now, so I think it's actually going to be removed from the lineup, and then your entry-level Mac is going to be the MacBook, so I think the MacBook Air will go. Now, not that I'm bothered about this, because I'm not a big fan of the Mac Pro trash can. That's why, if you've seen one of my other videos, I'll link it in the description. My Mac Pro 2012 Tower Edition is still cutting edge at the minute, and you can upgrade it. So if they do bring out the Mac Pro, which I don't think they will this year, but if they do, it's obviously going to keep the same design. Again, it'll probably have Skylake processors in it. Now, I have a feeling when they do bring out a Mac Pro, I mean they could bring it out tomorrow, but I doubt it. You know, they're going to have to give you more than 12 cores, aren't they? They're going to have to give you 14, or they're going to have to give you at least 128 gig of RAM or 256 gig of RAM, something like to make it go, wow, this is powerful, you know what I mean? Because it was barely brand new when the 2013 model came out. I mean, there's rumours that some of the newer iMacs are rendering video in Final Cut Pro X a lot quicker than the current Mac Pro. So that's just how desperate of an upgrade the Mac Pro actually needs if an actual entry-level desktop version of the Mac is actually rendering faster than the Mac Pro, which is meant to be a powerhouse. Almost 3 years and not one update for the Mac Pro. So I would like to see it, but I don't think it'll happen. But you never know. Now obviously Apple cinema displays, I've never owned one, but they do look gorgeous. I've seen them in the Apple stores before. So will we get a 5K only Apple cinema display? I'm guessing that we will. And I think it's something that they can quite easily, you know, bring to the model of the cinema display from the iMac. So I think that's something that they can actually get out on shelves pretty quickly. And for that reason, I think we're going to give an announcement for a 5K Apple cinema display tomorrow. And that's it. Those are my predictions based on the rumours and some of my own personal thoughts of what I think that Apple will unveil tomorrow. So tune in. I think it's 10 PM in the US and I think it's 5 PM our time. I'll definitely be watching. Let's see what I got right, and write in the comments below, what do you think they're gonna do tomorrow? Or if you're watching this after they've announced it, what do you like about what they've announced? Are you happy? Do you think it's a bit of a cop-out? Was it a disappointment? I'd like to know your thoughts, and let's get chatting below this video. So until next time, tune in for more shiny tech reviews. Take care, and I'll see you later.